Hey, how's it going? PMPBeta HydreigonMaster635 here today, and I am bringing you a new type of playstyle. This is a Blaze Black Volt White game, and if you don't know, Blaze Black Volt White is a hack made by Drayano60 of the original Blaze Black of original Black and White 1 games. There is a Black and White 2 version. But personally, I prefer to play Blaze Black Volt White 1 because it's in its final version. He's not going to update it anymore. So anyway, today I'm playing my friend StratoArctica9000, and I would like to introduce you guys to this metagame. Hopefully, maybe you guys not all completely dislike this video and shit. So there's a lot of new changes, new abilities, new types, new stats, and stuff like that. So as we go, I will try to explain as best I can. So let's go ahead, get right on into this match. So we both bring Hail teams because as you're going to see right here, we both lead off with our Kyurem, and Kyurem has a new ability being Snow Warning, which is very awesome. We have another Hail setter-upper. So now I see that his Kyurem's ability goes before mine, so I'm going to expect him to be Scarfed and switch out into my Cofagrigus. Now Cofagrigus now has a secondary typing of being Steel, so a Steel Ghost typing, a defensive Steel Ghost typing, which is amazing. He however does make a good play going for the Earth Power, and that does a crap ton of damage. So I know he's probably more than likely Scarfed, like I said, and he's going to be locked into it, so I'm going to switch on out of there, go into my Gliscor to dodge that, and set up my rocks on the switch out. So he goes into 2 Scoops, which is his little Vanillux. Now the amazing thing about Vanillux, this thing is a powerhouse. It now has Chandelure base 145 special attack, and he just set up a sub, and I was like, well, shit. I went for Toxic expecting him to set up an Autotomize, but now I see that he is sub-Autotomize, and that is very powerful, very scary, especially since he has the Ice Body ability. So now he's at +2, he outspeeds and can do crap tons of damage to the rest of my team. So I really don't have much that wants to come in to take a hit from this thing, so I'm just going to leave in my Gliscor to die. In hindsight, I probably should have gone into my Cofagrigus and sacked that, because Cofagrigus can't really wall his Terrakion as effectively as my Gliscor can. So my best bet is go into my Trolleon, which is a specially defensive wall on this team, and hit him with a Foul Blight. I do score a crit, and the big thing about Umbreon is that it now has the ability Prankster, which is really cool. Now you get like Prankster Wish, Prankster Moonlight if you want to, but yeah, so it's very interesting, and it's definitely a powerful Pokemon. So I do crit him, which will allow me to hit KO him with the Foul Play, and that is very good, but it does leave Umbreon at an incredibly low range of health, and I will not be able to take pretty much any hit. So now he goes into his Terrakion. I'm just going to go for a Protect, thinking that he's probably just going to be Scarfed. So I'm just going to Protect just to scout when he wants to lock himself into. And now that I see it's Earthquake, I know that he's probably expecting the Cofagrigus to come in. And I do have something that resists it being to my superior. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on out of there into that. But he makes a good play, predicting that, going back out to his Scarfed Kyurem, and now essentially I have to send something else in to die. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Going to go back into Trolleon, sack it, because being at 48 health, not going to be too useful, so might as well let that thing go. So Larry's going to be able to come in here. Larry, my Kyurem is more of a bulky build. It's a sub-roost build of Kyurem with Blizzard and Earth Power. So just going to go ahead and go for the Blizzard. I know I could have taken his Blizzard no matter what. So I also think this thing is like max special attack, or like a lot of special attack investment. So it takes the Blizzard okay with his Tentacruel, and I'm going to be able to hit him with the Earth Power. And he sets up Toxic Spikes, and I was like, well, shit, that kind of sucks, because a lot of stuff on my team doesn't really appreciate Toxic Spikes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just set up a sub expecting a switch out. And he goes for a Scald, though, and it's not going to break the sub, so I'm not really worried about it. And yeah, so now on this next turn, I'm going to go for a Blizzard, just in case he wants to switch out. I thought it would still kill the Tentacruel, just by seeing how much it did last time, but I don't know, I guess I got low damage or something like that, so that doesn't kill anyway, but the Scald still does not break the sub, so no worries at all. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead, just go for an Earth Power. No real use to overpredict. I don't know why I go for Earth Power on this turn when the Blizzard was just obvious. Maybe I was trying to save PP or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, now I'm behind a sub, which is very nice, and that's not too bad. So he's gonna go into his Mew. And he's going to go for Protect. Now, the thing about Mew, it now has a new secondary ability. As you saw there, did not take damage from the hail. It does have Magic Guard, and that just takes Mew and puts it an even more pain in the ass, because it's even harder to kill. So, I actually score a freeze, but it doesn't really matter, because he thaws out right on that same turn, goes for a U-turn, and it's going to be able to break my sub, and that's going to allow him to switch into his Terrakion. And yeah, he's going to obviously threaten me out with the dual stab super effectiveness, and yeah, so I'm going to go into the Cofagrigus thinking he's just going to go for a Stone Edge or a close combat, but he makes a good play here, goes for the Earthquake, and will take out my Cofagrigus, so that kind of sucks. I have no defensive Pokemon whatsoever left, but I do have my Superior, and Superior, in my personal opinion, is my favorite Pokemon in Blaze Black Volt White. It has 115 base speed. It is now a dual type Dragon and Grass, and it has access to Contrary with dual stab, Draco Meteor, and Leaf Storm. It annihilates everything if you let this thing set up. So I prefer to run a subset because although it is very fast, there is things that can outspeed it, and there is Scarfers very prevalent that can kill this thing, and it does have a ×4 weakness to Ice now. So he goes into his Sableye. Not really much changed about Sableye. It's still the annoying little piece of shit prankster fucker that's always been around, but it has even more bulk now, and that's very annoying. I'm guessing he just wants to sub down until I miss, but now I'm at +6, and nothing's gonna really want to fuck with me. So I do have Hidden Power Ground, so just gonna go for that. Don't really want to miss, and I kind of want to preserve some PP. And yeah, so he finally switches out now. I guess he goes into his Kyurem, knowing that I have Hidden Power Ground now, and just gonna switch it up. Gonna go for that Draco Meteor, because just in case he recovered with his little Sableye, that would have died. And yeah, so now he's gonna go into his Sableye, and he misjudges his count. So you always gotta do your math. I live with 2. He's gonna die off to Stealth Rocks. I kinda expected him to live, but I guess he was like 1 off or something like that. And yeah, that kinda sucks for him. So he's gonna go into his Terrakion, lock himself into Stone Edge. If I miss the Leaf Storm, kinda sucks, but I do still have other Pokemon that can take care of this. Most namely, Weavile, which is my second favorite Pokemon. And the awesome thing about Weavile, it has Technician with Fake Out and Stab Ice Shard, so that's not something to fuck with. So anyway, that is the game for today. It is a Blaze Black Volt White game. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about the metagame, I have made tiers. I'm working on more stuff for Blaze Black Volt White 1, just so it's easier for you guys to see the new changes and stuff like that. Any questions at all, PM me on YouTube, get my Skype or whatever. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you anybody that did not dislike this video automatically. And thank you PMP for uploading, because I don't even know if you guys are going to. So that is it for today. Most of my images courtesy of Zoust54 on DeviantArt. My music was courtesy of Lockers101 on the YouTubes, and sprites courtesy of sprites.pokecheck.org. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, sub, all that good shit, and deuces.